Of you guys out there wanted me to check out Mike Portnoy learning the impossible drum carry drum part, and I believe it is Pneuma, which was a huge video on my channel, one of the first reaction videos I did. Almost up to 3 million views on that video. Damn. So I have seen a bunch of these Drumeo videos where, famous, incredible drummers hear a drum part for the first time. Or sorry, hear a song for the first time, and there is no drum part. They give them a drumless version. But I'm not sure if this is a different spin on that, because it says here learning the drum part. So maybe they're gonna see how quickly he can actually learn as close to the actual drum part as possible. I'm not sure, but we're gonna check it out. Guys, remember, original video link, as always, in the description of each of my videos. Please do go along, check it out without me talking all over it. And this is a Drumeo video, and you, as a subscriber of my channel, you get access to a full and free 30-day trial over at Drumeo. Go learn from the world's best drummers and drum instructors. It is amazing. The resources they got over there now are scary. Anyway, this is a long one.
That's what she said.
So we're going to get straight into it. Grab a nice cup of joe and join me. Let's check it out.
What else would we give you? You can play everything.
I don't know if I should thank you or kill you. This isn't a song. This is a mathematic equation. You motherfuckers. Danny Carey,
I love him.
Lose my number. I don't want this gig.
You want to do a first attempt?
No.
I love him.
I'm speaking out loud here. I'm just so freaking confused.
Oh.
This makes Dream Theater sound like fucking Weezer.
This makes Dream Theater sound like Weezer. Damn, I love this guy. He is so self-effacing, such a brilliant drummer, and unquestionable that he's a legend of drumming. But he's just such a good dude. I love this guy.
Mike, I've waited a long time to do this video.
You know, it's strange. I'm not nervous about this. Like, I should be scared because now I'm actually expected to nail something.
What would we possibly give Mike Portnoy, who can play the Dance of Eternity? But before we jump in, if you look at the iPad on your left and you swipe left, there's a video for you to watch before you start.
Oh, boy. Oh, shit.
Hey, Mike. Jordan here. I know that everybody at Drumeo has a pretty cool challenge for you, but I also know that you, my friend, are the ultimate prog drummer. You can do it. Your musicality will shine through.
You can do it, Mike.
Get your bottle of Advil ready. It's all gonna happen. You're gonna have fun, and I'll see you soon enough.
Oh, this track, does he know what it is? Or?
He knows what it is. He said it was a great choice.
Now, Jordan, is Mike's bandmate in Drumeo. Now, I believe Jordan is over at Pianote, which is a how would you call it? It's a piano version of Drumeo. Put it that way. Phenomenal pianist.
I'm a 56-year-old man here. I have my limitations.
You may have heard Jordan did have to learn The Woven Web by Animals as Leaders.
Please
We're
don't
not giving you that. According to the internet, in 2019, you went on record saying this album that the song is from was one of your top albums of 2019, so that may help you out.
Digging your own grave, Mike.
2019.
This is interesting. With the drums, okay. So this is different to the other ones, as I guessed at the start. So the other ones were drumless, and they were seeing what the drummer would bring to the table. This one, he's actually got the drums, and we want to see how fast he can learn the part. I've mentioned this before, and I've suggested this before, as this would be a great thing for Drumeo to do, and they're doing it.
I mean, this is Tool, right?
This is Tool.
It is.
How are you going to do that?
How can you give me a Tool song? Come on.
Just for you, Mike.
I'm not Dennis Chambers, you know.
Okay, I got a problem with this.
I mean, for the record, Danny Carey is one of the most creative drummers I've ever heard. So whatever, I mean, this is going to be impossible.
Is he going to read this?
I mean, do I have to play all of that? I don't have any kind of
You can make
percussion
your
or
own
anything.
creative choices.
Well,
Whatever you want to do.
here we go. Let me find the one. I already can't find the one. Look at Danny. Oh, there's a click. All right, we got to get the time signature.
Full transcription and drumless track of Pneuma available inside Drumeo. Guys, 30-day free trial. You can get it for free. 6,000 plus songs in the song database over there. Take my trial and grab some songs.
Triple feel. Oh, the vocals help. Oh, man. Please tell me this is only like 4 minutes long. Not like 8 or 9 or 10 or 12 minutes.
You're a legend.
Bad
Mike.
news, Mike. That groove.
This one I got. Those verses are killers. Can I just say, Danny, they probably spent how many years writing this? Like 10 years? What do I get, 10 minutes? So it's going to be a long night.
Yeah,
boys.
that's right.
Gonna put that pot of coffee on. It's going to be a long night. Oh. This is a play on the verses, I believe. I'll figure that out.
Is he going to be able to read it, though?
It's so good. All right, boys, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Get on with it, you wankers. All right, so I have to start by saying, first of all, awesome. So phenomenal. I mean, Danny is just so tasty, so creative, but...
What else would we give you? You can play everything.
It's one thing to write shit like that. It's one thing to write like the shit I have written with Dream Theater, but to be put on the spot like this is just cruel.
On the record, this is definitely the most savage learning a song video Drumeo has ever done.
Oh, thanks.
So, welcome here.
This is going to take a little while.
This is brutal.
I'm going to probably need a round to get just the arrangement before I even start tackling the time signatures. And then there's the actual drum parts themselves. Bass intro. Now that's the key right there. I got to unlock that time signature. A song like this, you need to listen to 20, 30 times, 100 times to get these nuances.
We believe in you, Mike.
I still have yet to crack the code on the time signatures and the verses.
Now, I'm not sure if Mike is not a reader. I think he is a reader, but it's interesting to me how Drumeo do offer the full like note-for-note transcription, but he's not using it here. So I don't know. Have they not offered that option? As I say, they normally do get the drummers on Drumeo when they do this to listen through with a drumless take so they can insert their own drum part into it. But here they want him to recreate the drum part. So I wonder why they're not giving him the transcription. It's just a different way of learning. Obviously, I think it would speed it up quite a lot if you could get the transcription.
Yeah, we can loop that as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Oh my God, be looping it all week.
It's almost like a 9. It's an odd time before the tag. I think once I crack the code, everything else will fall into place, assuming they stick to those time signatures. Because a lot of times, like what we'll do in Dream Theater is we'll have this wacky code, and once you crack it, then we'll with it some more later. Well, that doesn't help that it sounds like he's coming in on the upbeat or on the 2. I'm speaking out loud here. I'm just so freaking confused. Doesn't help that he's playing a polyrhythm over that.
Yeah, polyrhythms over odd time.
In the second half of the second chorus. And the halftime tag. All right. Let's keep going. I'm going to have to come back to the crack the code. Start to make some drumming notes for this breakdown and the pump. Count bar.
Now, this is a decent amount of time here. We're up to 38, almost 39 minutes. And he's having trouble. So, not that I wouldn't have trouble. I mean, I'm not going to be playing Pneuma anytime soon. But I think the really valuable thing about this is this really humanizes super drummers for me and hopefully for you. Mike Portnoy, he's a super drummer. Cover of modern drummer, level drummer, no doubt. Drumeo level drummer. He's having a tough time. He's freaking out. And I mean, jokes aside, you know, I think he genuinely is freaking out. Like, this is a legit, very, very difficult song. And I love how this is humanizing the drummers. All right, let's keep it going.
Bars. All right, so here comes the pump. 2, 3. These poor camera guys, I feel so bad for you guys. I mean, it's building every time. Every 4 bars, something else is coming in. Oh, where was I?
This is really peeling the curtain back.
So 4 rounds of the counter. Double bass comes in.
It's brave. It's really brave trying this.
Land on the 4. Land on 4. Guitar setup. Now back to the code.
Ouch.
Every time that comes in is so huge. Snares are on. Everything fills again on the second half of the chorus. Then the tag.
What a song.
Yeah, it is. It is an amazing song to listen to. It's a nightmare to learn. I will get this. It's just going to take some time. All right. Piss break. Piss and coffee break. You guys are okay with being patient, right?
Oh, yeah. All the time you need.
Okay.
Enjoyable for us.
What were some of the other ones that other people are doing? Yeah, you couldn't give me a Foo Fighters tune or a Blink-182? God, I would have loved a Foo Fighters song.
You want to do a first attempt?
No. Let me ask you something. You mentioned Danny Carey's playthrough. Would it be cheating for me to watch that?
I think that could be cool.
See, already having the visual helps. And he's not even playing the groove yet. But just, when I have to learn a song, a lot of times I will go to YouTube and seeing it somehow helps cement it a little bit better.
Can never underestimate how epic this part is.
No.
He's the man.
It's not any easier. All right, so for starters, I'll say this. When I was just listening, I was only hearing the drums, but now I'm seeing what he's performing, that he's doing so much more. I don't know how many full listens through it this is at this point, maybe 5 or... You can't feel this, so I have to crack the code.
Wow. This is really revealing footage. We've all been there. We've all been there. Come on, Mike, you got this. I'm rooting for him now.
I so wish, like I already knew how to play this song.
Yeah, you just bust it out and you're like, it's perfect. Do you want to take a listen to the verse section once more?
Yeah, I'm still trying to crack that code. Watching definitely helped. The other thing would be to look up the transcriptions.
We have that lever, but we're not gonna give that one to you yet.
Okay.
If it gets to that point, that's we've got that.
But hey, I mentioned transcriptions before. They've mentioned them now. Still, I mean, boy, come on. I mean, still, it's going to be a nightmare. There's a lot going on in the song. Having the notes in front of you, well, for some people, for readers, helps. But I mean, still, it's going to be it's a huge, huge challenge.
All right, keep going. I think I'm getting somewhere.
Wow.
I'm counting a lot of 11s.
We're
and
90
6 and
minutes in,
5s.
so it's a decent amount of time.
1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Have you figured out like,
Nice.
what the cycle is at this point?
Well, the start of each phrase is a 6, 6, and a 5. Thank you for your patience, but yeah, this is a challenge. If you don't mind, keep looping that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, that's 3, 3, 4, 3.
There you
So
go,
you don't
Mike.
want to do a Foo Fighters song.
No, you're almost there, man. You got it.
How many hours are we on at this point?
Mike, we've loaded up Drumeo songs with the transcription for Pneuma.
Well, yeah, it's all 6s, 5s, and 3s. I
So this is what
then
you
again,
can
all of music
access.
is. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, this helps. I'm not even going to look at the actual drum notation. I'm just going to look at the numbers.
'Big help, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right, hang on. It's got bars of 5s and 3s. Think of those more as 6s and 2s, but maybe not.
Are you noticing like a time signature pattern or cycle that's repeating in the verse?
I'm still trying to grasp it. Do you know it?
The accents are all weird, but there is like a 3-number cycle that.
Well, it's 6, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. It's all 6, 5. It's pretty much all 11. 6, 5, 6, 5. 6, 6, 5. The neighbor of the beast.
I always thought of this as like a 12, 11, 10
Did he just make that
cycle
up?
or broken
That's
out.
good.
I mean, 6s and
That's
5s
good
all the
material.
way through, but
This makes Dream Theater sound like Weezer. With all due respect to Weezer, I love Weezer.
I love Weezer too. That's
Yeah,
good.
I mean, this is crazy. Like, even seeing it, it's hard to even crack the code.
so when you're learning for any of your other bands or anything where
Well, you can stop right there. Whatever I have done to ever learn for any of my bands is completely pointless to this exercise. Or to anybody else ever needing to learn anything.
Noted.
Who is going to need to learn this?
you might get the call and then you'll thank us.
No. Danny Carey, lose my number. I don't want this gig.
He's good.
It's
He's
on
good
that
value.
note, here's the top of the song.
Okay. Can you take it from the guitar setup? Okay, it's not the same thing. It's not. All right, hang on a second. You.
When the setup is in the same riff and then they decide to change it.
Yeah, what the What we'll do in Dream Theater is we'll have this code, and once you crack it, then we'll with it some more later.
Right.
This isn't a song. This is a mathematic equation. All right, let's go. We're gonna have to loop this last bit. Do I have to get this in one take, in one shot?
I would say even if we do like a few sections of this and end the video, there's no way like the song can be perfected in a session.
No, there's no way. I think it would be most advantageous if we took it section by section. I mean, this is like tossing somebody like Frank Zappa's The Black Page. The comprehension, the learning, the listening, We're not even talking about the playing. The playing is just one of so many aspects to this that makes this a ridiculous experiment.
All right, so at this point, do you want to just jump to that first verse?
I say let's start from the top, play along with that, and let's see.
Wow, the following performance is comprised of multiple takes over several hours of recording. They put Mike through the ringer here.
Where we end up. Do you have a music stand I could put this on?
Yeah, we can bet you one.
Unbelievable that these drummers
And
are
the force
game
be
enough
with
to
you.
do this as well. So we're already 3 hours in. I was thinking rims for that. Cool. I'm nervous for him. I'm nervous. This is huge. She never says that. It's got a snare off. Great. Great. Already, I mean, that's impressive. Very impressive. Excellent. Here comes the roof. It's really comfy here. Oh, come on, man. Couldn't help it. Beautiful.
Wake up.
He's doing a great job here. Wow, he's even getting those little splash accents. Wow. Here we go. Come on. This is pad tabla. It's back to that sound, which he obviously doesn't have here. Great. It's killing it. I don't remember this part of the original song at all. Great. Is this bit 4 on the floor in the... Don't remember this. Really good here. do that without a note-for-note transcription to memorize these parts in one day? He's going to do something hilarious here. I know it.
That's the one.
I mean, that was the ending.
I hope to everyone watching this video that they realize what you've just done. You just played one of the most difficult songs ever recorded.
You're not kidding.
Legit.
That really is. I mean, I knew this song from hearing it as a fan, as a casual listener, but I heard it, loved it, was blown away by it, but never in a million years considered learning it. There's no way on earth I could have learned all of Danny's fills. I mean, I'm sure Danny spent days, weeks, months, years constructing this masterpiece. And it is a masterpiece. It really is. But there's no way, even though I know my odd time signatures and all that, I'm a field guy. And this was challenge and a half. I don't know if I should thank you or kill you.
We'll let the internet decide. They might thank me or they might thank you.
Wow. Well, Danny and Tool, that's a beautiful piece of work. But now, Danny, you gotta come in, do the dance of fraternity now. All right?
There we go.
Fair. So I just took a pee and coffee break, and my son Max texted me. He's like, "So what song did they toss you?" Here's the text: "I'm in hell." Tool. And Max's response is LOL with a million exclamation points. And then this is the funniest response. How the is that even going to be possible?
He'll have to see the video.
And I feel like writing to him, it's not. It's impossible.
We're proving it's possible.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I'm going to go down and leave a comment. As I said, guys, original video link, as always, in the description of each of my videos. Look at this. They offer you a free 7-day trial here. Pick up my 30-day free trial. Go get it. You can go and learn Pneuma. You can slow the song down in the player and learn it. Oh, boy. What can we say here? That was just cruel. Drummers, we've got to support each other, encourage each other. All right, so what are the takeaways here? I mean, this is already a very long video, so congratulations if you hung right into the end. What are the takeaways here, realistically? I think the overriding thing is you hear the terms like unique and amazing drummer and world-class drummer, and all these sort of terms get thrown around. In the case of Danny Carey, he really is sort of one out of the box. He's a bit of like a Stuart Copeland for me, where it's like, I've never really heard anyone play like that. He's actually quite unique. He is a special gem. Even amongst incredible drummers, like Mike Portnoy or whoever else we want to put in that, really rare era of drumming. Danny Carey he's very special and unique. And I did like a full breakdown of the Rick Beato Danny Carey interview, and Mike Portnoy spent 5 hours and did a fantastic job of learning a very, very difficult piece of music. You can see in that interview that Danny and Rick Beato did that, they really take their time and they spend a long, long time workshopping songs and workshopping albums. He said, like, even in terms of like mix down, they are meticulous about how they want the songs to work. So yeah, you cannot underestimate or overestimate how big a task this is to recreate one of these songs. One thing that stood out for me was in that section that Mike Portnoy referred to as the key. I've got to crack this code. What's the key of this this section of the song? He did look a bit uncomfortable in that song. Even like body language wise, you could tell he was hanging on. in that part. Now, I only say that to make the point that, I mean, this could be, your Pneuma or my Pneuma, this thing that we're going for on a given day. It won't be the song Pneuma, but whatever your song is that you're trying to do, how you play it and how you look and how you sound when you play it is all going to be relative to your headroom over that song, how much time you've invested in it, how comfortable you are with the material and the vocab in the song. Clearly, Mike wasn't overly comfortable with that section of vocab. I mean, he really spent some time, trying to, as he said, unlock that code there. So I think that's something to take away, is that, how comfortable you are, how good you sound is going to be, you can't fake that. You really cannot fake that. That is purely down to your hard work and your time and how much headroom you've got over those type of parts. I mean, for me, for example, I'm not a chops player at all. I've never really worked on chops. I've never been overly interested in drum chops. So when I do play chops, I might look, or I probably will, sound a little bit uncomfortable. I'll look a little bit uncomfortable perhaps, and it's hard to fake that. There were parts there where he was swinging for the fences and killing it. God, that whole section there sounded amazing. He, sounded like Danny. You could see the confidence, and he really went for it and dug into that part, and it was really inspiring and amazing. I think another thing to accept, and I sort of made this point earlier on in the video, is that, have you ever spent a solid 5-hour block trying to learn a song? Have you ever set yourself a challenge? Maybe it's a really difficult song that at the beginning of the session you just point blank cannot play. And then you're like, right, I cannot play the song. There's a lot of things going on here that I cannot do at the moment, or I don't understand at the moment. I'm going to give myself this amount of time and I'm just going to record it. And give yourself like a time crunch, like a finite amount of time to work on something, as opposed to, I'm just working on this. How long have you been working on it for? A couple of weeks or a couple of months or a couple of years, but I'm just chipping away at it. Sometimes we've got to make our goals really specific. Sometimes not, but if you've never done that, give it a go. Say, pick a song that is outside of your comfort zone, outside of your skill level, and give yourself a set amount of time. Maybe it's a week, or maybe it's 5 hours, like here, if you can find a 5-hour block in your day to practice. And just say, right, whatever happens, whether I've got it or not, even better, record it now, record it then. And just be like, right, I have to record this. And you give yourself a little bit of pressure to perform. I mean, there's that kind of pressure. Then there's been on Drumeo. Like, he noticed all those cameras on him. You're starting to feel bad. There's all these cameras on you, all the lights. Brennan and the teams inside the control room, they're all looking at you. Okay, yeah, we'll back it up. Yeah, we'll loop this section. We'll back it up, back it up, back it up. So that's a different level of pressure. And pressure creates diamonds. I love that quote. Cheesy perhaps, but it's true. Pressure can really force you to come up with something. Another thing to really, for me, take away is Mike Portnoy is undeniably one of the great drummers. He's, for me, super drummer. He found this really difficult. Don't ever think great drummers, he can play everything. She can play anything. He can, it's just not true. Flip it around. Danny Carey can't play everything. Now, this is not me having to go at Mike or Danny. It's just the way it is. The drumming world is way, way bigger than that. Maybe your whole focus is metal drumming. And you might feel like there is an amazing metal drummer who can do everything. But let's not forget, we've got Indian cultural music, we've got blues, we've got funk, we've got hip hop, we've got Latin, we've got jazz. And I'm not again picking on metal drummers. We could take a jazz drummer, we could take someone who's got a really authentic, beautiful jazz feel and lives in jazz world, which you would have to do to have a proper authentic jazz feel. Be a first call jazz drummer, put that drummer in a metal context, might not be the first call in the metal world and might not want to be. But I think it is, what's my point here? My point is no one can do everything. So don't ever feel inferior or like, oh, I'm just not talented enough to do that. We all struggle with stuff. Mike struggled with that. Every drummer's gonna struggle with something, and you cannot expect, like, your results are predictable to an extent, right? So again, I'll use the jazz analogies. If you're only focused on jazz, let's say you only like jazz, that's all you listen to, your whole world is jazz, you've got jazz on 24/7, and you're playing jazz gigs constantly, and all your friends are jazz people, and that's what you're going for, and you're transcribing jazz, and it's jazz, that is going to, of course, influence how you play, how you react to music, how you hear music. And it's just completely unrealistic to think that you're also going to have a handle on everything else. I mean, you could even take what a lot of people would assume are more simple styles, let's say pop, right? Pop or just pop rock. But then you think of someone like Josh Freese, who is always going to be killing it in that world. And it's like, well, hey, pop, rock, those are more simple styles. So I can play jazz or I can play metal, so I can already play those styles. No, you can't play them like Josh Freese, because his world is that. He's playing at that high level world in that game, right? So there's a lot of takeaways. My brain is all over the place. It's already a long video, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Guys, please do remember, this was a Drumeo video, and you, as a subscriber of my channel, you get access to a full and free 30 days to check out the site. Go grab the Pneuma transcription, set a timer, 5 hours, and then hit record and play along. See how you get on. That would be a great challenge. If you have a direct reaction request that you definitely want to get on this channel, you can do so via the PayPal link. That's the only way I can guarantee a request at this point. I do also have a Patreon. It's just $5 a month. You get access to the blocked videos. Other ways to support the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting that like button, and leaving a comment. It really helps me out. Well done, Mike. Mind blowing. Guys, until next time, take it easy. Keep chopping wood. Ciao.